ati umekuja umemkalia and he does, because of ego hezi kwambia Mwanamke ama I have a wife, because hiyo ni target hapo. That's a win, like if he sleeps with that chick,
you see it.
And it's very wrong. I kind of feel like also men should have standards. Pia them should respect themselves, not to sleep around.
The problem is society told us men should
not. It's how you're socialized.
It's
how men are socialized. That's why we're talking about socialization. Yeah. Men are taught, if that happens, then it's if you do a BCD, you're not man enough.
Of course, yeah.
So it all boils down to socialization.
Most men will not speak on that case because they feel like you're not man enough.
Yeah.
And also because hata nikipigwa saizi ni okay, inakuwa meme content.
So let me ask you guys. How do you deal with that?
Yeah?
Now that
the
fact that men are socialized,
see,
that way, how do we address it?
Kitabo.
How do we address it as a society, or what can we do to help men or the younger boys,
But that, now you're asking the question I should be asking you now, because I believe you should be answering that.
Ask.
In our men conference, we agreed on how to go about now. But I want you to understand, how can we help this issue now? Because yes, mwanaume saizi, like siwezi sema, juu society imeniambia usiongee hapa, you are not man enough. How should we do that?
If you ask me, people keep saying women have been empowered. But it's because other women have taken the initiative to empower women and young girls. What are men, on the other hand, doing?
Yeah.
You see,
people keep saying, oh, women are empowered, girl child,
but
boy child is forgotten. But what are people also doing about the boy child? Okay, maybe nowadays it's improving, we are getting there. But at the same time, who is teaching the young boys to be men?
Of course, we are not.
Or the grown boys to be men, for that matter. Yes, I feel,
You see, that's actually you just come to what we agree on last time, that the main issue here is a man or the boy child role in a society is not felt. And it started way back in colonial time. So like currently, when I just go through circumcision, I'm not taught how to be a man. Nyinyi mnafunzwa by the hata kama mwedi mfunzwa kila kitu, at least juu sasa bado kuna shida kidogo. Because I know with this idea of empowerment, kuna hiyo like nikipata pesa, nikipata gari yangu, I don't have to be married. Ni sawa.
Na pia I feel like society iko na pressure mingi sana kwa men. They even get lost along the way. Like I feel like a man is taught at a certain age, at a certain stage in life, you should have done ABC, you should have done things. So I feel like there's a lot of pressure, and people need to be taught it's okay to be in whatever level you are in, and doesn't make you lesser of a man or a woman.
But you are
and at the same time, I feel like now you're talking about circumcision. I feel like, do parents even know what their boys are taught? Do parents follow up? Once you like nowadays people just take their children to circumcision, but they never care to know what they are taught. So I feel it's a role that we need to take seriously as a society.
Yeah. From there, I don't want to go to Danny, let's go to the GBV issue still. I feel like bado unasema like we are putting too much pressure, but I feel also majority of modern women you are pressuring the boy child so much. You need to mnasema I cannot date a broke man. And maybe the woman who is saying I cannot date a broke man, she's terribly broke.
That I agree. I agree. Most people are looking at what can the man bring, but you never take time to think about what do I bring to the table also as a woman. Yeah, the pressure is real.
Okay, so we have heard of that. So what do you, I have an issue here. So we cannot blame men only for GBV. So we can say it's the society, women
do play parts.
So there's a bigger issue here that came here. In our last meeting or the main conference, we had a problem of nyinyi wanawake hamtupigi magumi, but you abuse us psychologically.
Mnapigwa mangumi. I somehow disagree. I feel like other men are being abused. Most of them do not have the courage to. See, we have gender-based violence desks kwa police stations, but how many men will go to report that wife yako amekuchapa?
The question is, before you go further, the question is, how many police will believe a man was...
That is where I was getting to. Hata watacheka. you know.
And a good example is this politician. What is his name? Who?
Wetangula.
Oh, yes,
Wetangula. Like
yes.
he became a meme.
He became a
like,
meme.
see,
Yeah.
Actually,
But it's happening,
ukiangalia
that's
in Nyeri we had hiyo transformer kutolewa. And
And
people
I feel
attacked
like-
our
and I
women so much,
And
by the
actually
way.
feel like it's happening across the country.
Not only in Nyeri.
Not only in Nyeri. It's
Yeah.
just that people are not courageous enough or don't have the guts to, or the courage to say that tunachapwa. As a man, how will other men even look at you as, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like it's okay for men to know that it's okay to report that they have been abused, or it's okay to admit that I've actually been abused.
So I have a very tough question here.
That's why,
Because in our men conference, the main issue is at least every man has been abused psychologically by a woman at least once. And I would agree with
By
that.
psychological, you mean words?
Emotional abuse.
Like the words we
Yeah.
alter? Or
Yeah. Like men are even like almost every time they are abused emotionally, but they don't know. So have you ever abused? If you look at your conversation, maybe like I have abused a woman, a man
it
somehow.
happens both ways. Both men and women are facing emotional
Abuse, I agree.
abuse. Yes.
But
In terms
generally,
of-
men suffer a lot because they don't even know what is emotional abuse.
Okay, don't say all. Mostly men. I want to say it's both ways.
Okay.
It's both ways. Emotional abuse might be, there are men or women who get mad at their partners and they go through, silent treatment. Others will abuse them. Others will make them feel like they are lesser of human beings. Others will make, their self-esteem. So yeah, I think it's both ways, both men and women. At the same time, what did you ask? Whether
Have you ever abused?
have I ever abused a man emotionally?
If you maybe ukijiangalia vizuri like you don't have to say the name.
Nikijiita kama mkutano.
Unaona kama kuna at least hapa ni.
Maybe I have, yes.
So it's true like men.
It happens. Maybe it happens. It happens until it comes to a place of you admitting that maybe you have, and maybe there are things that you need to work on. And also the other party also,
You see, the problem with what I would say is, yes, men we have been abused, but what I would say like to my fellow men is, if a woman abuses emotionally, you need to think twice. Women are a garbage in, garbage out.
But can I ask you?
You see, if he is abusing you emotionally, maybe attraction imekufa. So you need to work on it as a man. Maybe kuna kitu mkasirisha juu because a woman akasirika, anatukana mpaka ngombe, buzi. Ina ngombe ni hana kwino. Alikule mwana. Mtoto wewe mjinga stimuwe. Wewe uliteta adhoguo. You see?
Yeah, James, also I feel like in school we are taught so many things. But our curriculum, people do not care about emotional intelligence.
Yeah, of course.
Things that should be taught to us, emotional intelligence. Yeah. We are not taught about financial freedom and things that are very important in life. So I feel like that all boils down to emotional intelligence. How will I deal with my issues? When I get mad, nitakuchapa. How do I address it? Do we communicate?
Yeah.
Actually, communication plays a big role.
And you see, in some schools, yes, we do have counselors. We do have, they are called CAPs. I think something, I don't know. Like we have those people who counsel you, but I kind of feel squeezy. It's just a name. It's
of
just
course.
a department to be
Doesn't-
there.
Even churches,
not
Diana,
traditional.
you find that nowadays you have counselors in churches, but they haven't gone for any
Even-
professional
even in
training.
schools,
You become
It's just a name.
It's just a name.
Oh, I
You're
It's
right.
not working.
You're right. So
So-
I feel like there are things that are very important that people should be taught from when they are very, very young.
And
You see, like someone the other day, we were talking, I think it's you, like when you were very young, when we are used to, like when I ask you how are you doing, you'll be like, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But, and that's how you've been taught from, like, if I'm asked how I'm doing, I'll just say I'm fine, but are you really fine? Like you're not taught how to express our feelings.
Actually, emotional intelligence
Yeah,
school should be
like
taught.
sometimes you can ask me how
Especially
I'm doing, and maybe
especially
I'm actually
early age.
early age,
Yeah.
and maybe I'm actually sad, like Jungus, about being, but they're taught how to express themselves from a very young age. You'll ask a young child, how are you feeling? They'll tell you, I'm very sad, or I'm happy. But as you're used to, like when someone asks you how you're feeling, the first thing you'll be like,
think
about it, you'll be like, I'm fine. So I think emotional intelligence and letting people know it's okay to communicate and communicate and those are things we learn along,
Like use proper words.
proper words.
Because for you men, for example, for us, if we are to provoke you, maybe it's because of what we have said. We don't choose our words carefully, so you end up battling us.
And also you use your words to hurt us because you cannot hurt him. Sometimes you know hiki jamaa ni kikubwa sana, so hapo lazima nimtukane au
hakuna yenye ni poa mwenye anakutusi na mwenye anakuchapa. Zote ni abuse. Yeah, but I think ni hivyo vile, alafu some things ni zile vitu tunaona. Yeah. But if you teach our kids from a very young age, it's going to be different.
But I feel like even I have not seen people who teach their kids so much even in this planet. Because hata kwa wazungu hata ndio wanapiga wanawake wao kuliko hata wanaume, if you don't know.
Sorry?
White men commit a lot of domestic violence as compared to men, to women, to African men, if you
people don't know how to deal with their emotions, and they don't know why.
I feel like somehow kwa men kwa tulisema the feminism ilianza, it's good to empower women, but the feminism we have is destroying the marriage setup and even the male gender. So like a man is not being taught to be a man, unaona? So like mwanaume akuwa mwanamke ukimtukana na kupiga.
James, I agree. You know, like we've empowered women, but have you empowered the men who are going to marry those women?
Actually, the issue is,
that is the question. We've empowered our women sana, wamesoma, but have you actually empowered the men who are going to marry them?
And
no.
You see, we are not going to be like lesser or lower our standard just to fit your standards.
Yeah.
So men should also work on their parts.
And also empower men.
A very tough question here. So, because you can tell the feminism we have is destroying boy child, so mnakosa wanaume, which I agree on that. So I think you should also start calling back this bad feminism, who are bringing negative feminism, because I believe, you see, if you clearly observe,
what is negative
feminism is, I was going to there, like if you notice, you observe carefully, you notice like the idea of women empowerment that we have right now is, it's empowering women to be men, not to be empowered women. Because when I empower women, I want to empower women who can work in my industry and give them a chance to interact with their kids. If wako na mtoto mdogo, unapea place ya ku breastfeed, that's not empowering women to be women. But ukiangalia vizuri sana, if you angalia those women who call them feminism, to me I say they are women with daddy issues, because they say, I'm independent, I'm a feminist, I don't need a man.
Oh no, that's different. But can I ask you, I have a question.
Yeah.
You said we're empowering women to be men. Yeah. What do you mean by that?
I mean, if you observe keenly, you notice that the idea of feminism that is being shouting truth in our society so much is more